Hello, my fellow griefers and trolls. Eric, the Plague Doctor, 981YT here. And beekos, I am back with more Elder Scrolls Online. So we'll be continuing the quest, Missing Prophecy, which I believe is the zone quest for one of the sections of Daggerfall that we need to do in order to complete the quest Cadwell's Silver. So, we'll be getting something very special when we do complete it and move on to Cadwell's Gold. Anyway, let's talk to Azura. All right. Hello, Azura.
Rejoice, mortal. You stand in the presence of beauty and terror, between pale light and long shadows. I am Azura, Queen of Dawn and Dusk. I have a task for you.
Rhea told me that Daedric forces abducted your oracles.
She speaks the truth. The halls of Oblivion fill with whispers. Collusion, conspiracy. I believe some of my fellow princes seek to blind me. They know how much I treasure my servants. They would steal what I hold most dear.
Can't you just rescue them yourself?
I cannot. The prince's compact with Sotha Seal binds my hands. You must be the vessel of my wrath. I sense my oracles, adrift in the void, imprisoned in pockets of oblivion, hidden dimensions, only accessible through Nirn. You will rescue them.
How can I open these pockets of oblivion?
My enemy servants likely use void keys, powerful charms capable of tearing small holes in the veil of oblivion. They require Daedric Essence to function. Slay any Daedra you find and claim their essence. A charged void key will open any pocket.
How do I collect these Daedric Essences?
Daedra cannot be killed, only banished. When you strike a mortal blow, their essence returns to oblivion. The crystal Rhea gave you captures that essence before it escapes. A prison of sorts. Defeat any Daedra, and the crystal will do the rest.
Can you tell me more about this compact with Sotha Seal?
Long ago, my vulgar peer, Molag Bal, manifested himself in the town of Gilvardel and destroyed it utterly. In response, the dark elf Magus, Sotha Seal, gathered 8 of the most powerful princes to a summit in Cold Harbor.
What was the purpose of the summit?
The Tribune persuaded us, through a private bargain, to cease meddling in mortal affairs directly. An amusing request from someone who fancies himself a god. Now, we exert our will through intermediaries. In truth, I prefer it this way.
What about the other Daedric princes? Aren't there more than 8?
Many more. But the princes bound by the Cold Harbor Compact stand above their lesser kith. None can match my beauty, or Molag Bal's horrors. Dagon makes an art of destruction. On it goes. Of course, outward weakness often shrouds hidden power.
If you're so powerful, how did Sotha Seal convince you to join the compact?
Such matters are better left undiscussed. Perhaps you can ask Sotha Seal about it. If you can find him, of course.
How will I find your oracles exactly?
While you hunt Daedra and gather their essence, My ward Rhea will conjure up visions.
Visions?
Yes, of her friend's suffering. Such visions might grant her a glimpse of where the other oracles are hidden. There will be pain, undoubtedly, but she possesses a rare and terrible gift. True insight requires sacrifice.
Okay.
Did you hear that someone actually escaped from the Lightless Oubliette?
Yeah, someone by escape. We broke them out. Gee, I wonder, where's the perfect destination we could possibly find Daedra? Okay. Never thought we'd be having to come back to this place, but... surprise! We need to kill Daedra! And this is the best source of Daedra that I can possibly think of in ESO, so... ESO is going to be a very long, ongoing series on the channel, simply because there's an endless amount of things to do. Not where I wanted to be. Let's try... part of the Hollow City. Library of Dusk should be a good location. Come on, I know there's Daedra, there's always Daedra here. Bingo! Okay, well it doesn't work with Atronox apparently, even though they are Daedra, according to lore.
Murloc Ball will reward me when I add you to this list.
Light it!
God damn it. Hallelujah. 9 down, 11 to go.
Light it up!
Shit. There we go.
Look, I want that one over there. That one belongs to me.
Okay. We're getting there. Five left. This is good. of them, so this should bring us up to 18. God damn it. Okay, well, we're getting closer. We got one of them at least.
Sometimes the right thing and the wrong thing are the same thing.
Let's see, where were we at? Here works. Looks like a place that there would be Daedra. How do we get up there though? Huh. Oh, that is a fucking crocodile. No, nope, 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 nope. Okay. Peasants. This looks like Argonia, though, in Cold Harbor.
What is it?
Not entirely sure how I feel about parts of Argonia being in Cold Harbor, but yeah. Cold Harbor, though, is supposed to be Moloch Ball's twisted version of Nern, so. Not all that surprising to find it here. I mean, I found them. We were in the Imperial City when we were still doing the Moloch Ball Big Bad quest line, but now we're not. This will help us get around a lot quicker. I think we were already over here, but the Daedra may have spawned back in. Yep. you, boyo! Why not? If it involves a lot of traveling, it involves a lot of traveling. So after this, I'm gonna go and do Resident Evil 6 with Michael. And then me and I might do South Park: The Stick of Truth.
It was for King Aemon. But then I hear that they carted his body south to Bangkor again.
And then probably Dead by Daylight. With either by myself or with Luigi. I haven't done a Dead by Daylight killer video in a long time though, so I might end up doing
ever heard. I don't know what
Dead by Daylight by myself. And now my phone's dead, so I can't see what all you were saying in the stream chat, if anything at all. Hate it when my phone dies mid-stream, it's annoying. Yeah, with Michael and Resident Evil 6 though, we will be doing our power. So what I'm thinking is, I believe in the last Resident Evil 6 video we completed one of Leon's campaigns. So then in this one that will be, me and Mike will be doing directly after this ESO video, we will be going through the entire campaign, which probably is going to take about an hour. Yeah. Gonna be fun. I mean, I like to keep my videos as short as possible, roughly about 40 minutes, but...
your help.
Fuck the guild bitch. But... If you guys want longer videos, you can go and talk to me on Twitter about it or have any recommendations for games to play, you can go on Twitter and recommend stuff to me. My links for Instagram, Twitter, Mixer, and Twitch are all in the description of pretty much every single video on my channel. So, of course, if you're watching me on Twitch, that won't be available to you, but you can go to my YouTube channel, Plague Doctor 981YT, and you can find any of that if you have any recommendations. I will not play battle royales or shooters. That is pretty much where my standards end.
You said this looked like a shortcut. Next time, I choose the shortcut.
Thieves' Trove. Perfect. Alright, let's see where she's at. Hello, Rhea.
Azura's champion returns. I saw you in my visions. You stood atop a mound of corpses, destroying Daedra by the hundreds. It was cathartic. That sounds horrible. Let's just say it was a welcome distraction from what else I've seen.
Well, I only killed like 20 Daedra, so not really hundreds, but thanks for exaggerating in the fucking poems. But then again, we have killed hundreds. I mean, we only killed all of them in fucking Cold Harbor at one point. But anyway, did you find the missing oracles?
At long last, yes. I gazed through an ocean of screams, and, well, I won't frighten you with the particulars. Suffice it to say that I saw many terrible things, but I think I located the other oracles.
Where should I start looking?
My first visions were of... Wait. What's that?
Oh, Rhea? Holy shit! I was not expecting that. Alexna Lafleche, if you're reading this, I must be gone. Luckily, I foresaw this disaster, seeing myself wrenched out of Nirn. Was distressing, but insightful. As the Dusk Lady often says, insight requires sacrifice. Ain't that the truth? I took care to write down all the details of my visions. I pray this note will lead you to the other oracles and to me. In my first vision, I saw wide stone halls hewn by elven hands and lit by blue stones. Storm beasts prowl these halls, fuck. There were witches, also wide-eyed and cackling. My research suggests this may be the rune of Rubble Butte in Bancorai. In my second vision, I felt a blast of cold air and heard a rattling of chains. A prison patrolled by necromancers. Oh, fucking of course there's necromancers. And their abominations. They toil in profane silence, excavating something. I believe this might be Feldar's tooth in the rift. Hey, we're going to Riften. Awesome. Finally, I saw a Daedric temple adrift in a sea of lava and ash. I fear the prison waits for me. The Abbey's books call it Mephalah's nest. You'll find it in Stonefalls. Seek out these dark places, retrieve the void keys hidden within, and use the Daedric Essence you collected to free us from oblivion. We're counting on you. Indeed, all of Tamriel may be counting on you. Yours in Twilight, Rhea. Well, beekos, I guess we will rescue all three of them in the next one. So, yeah, that's what we'll be doing in the next one. But so once again, after this, I'll be doing Resident Evil 6 with Michael. So until then, beekos, this has been Eric the Plague Doctor, 981YT, and I'll see all of you in Resident Evil 6 with my good friend Rise Knight 456 YT, also known as Michael. Go subscribe to him. Done a lot of cool stuff. I wouldn't exactly call Fortnite cool, but he plays WWE and a bunch of other stuff. So, anyways, but that's besides the point. So, until the next one, bye!